We were kind of overwhelmed by how many groups were showing up day after day.
Hi guys, so I posted that video about was it 3 or 4 weeks ago, about how international students are going to food banks like literally every week. Some people even go every day to get food, and the people in charge of food banks then were advocating that the cost of living, which is the proof of fund for the international students, which was initially $10,000, should be increased. I posted that video, and now IRCC have decided to increase the cost of living from 10,000 to approximately 21,000 Canadian dollars. And not just that, you're expected to show or pay your 1-year tuition fee as well as your travel costs. Now, in as much as this news is affecting everyone, people are saying the negative side of it. People should also realize that currently the whole world is under inflation. The cost of living is very, very high. And if you guys have been following my post, you saw a post that I made about a guy that was living in the tent, though that one is on like a refugee or something. But people that are still international students and people that can't afford a house are also living under the tent. So they don't have money to rent a place. Now, IRCC increasing the cost of living is to help international students to be prepared. You know, I always advocate that if you're coming to Canada, especially as an international student, you need to be financially prepared for it. Because currently the cost of living in Canada is very expensive, not just in Canada. The whole world is currently facing that. The inflation is crazy. So I see reason why IRCC decided to increase the cost of living for international students. Now, people might react to this negatively, but when you guys come down to Canada, you'll see it is worth it. Why? To get a job currently is very difficult. So if you don't have enough money that can take you up to like months to help you settle, it's very, very challenging. Accompanied with the fact that the cost of living, groceries, house rent is very, very high. Even the 20,000, if you want to go by the amount that IRCC increased it to, it might not even take you anywhere if you don't get a job almost immediately. That 20,000 is not even nothing. It's nothing. But you guys should see the reason why IRCC have to increase. I see many posts saying that they just want to look for a way to stop international students. I don't think that is the reason, because Canada already knows that they make a lot of money from international students. So they are not trying to stop international students from coming in. Rather, the increment in the cost of living is just to help them to settle better when they come to Canada, instead of them being stranded and being depressed when they are already in Canada. So it's best they increase the cost of living so that before you try to come into Canada, you are already financially prepared. So that when you come, when you meet the high cost of living, it will not be a shocker to you. So in as much as people are saying this in a negative way, it's also good because it helps you to prepare financially. So it means that coming to study is not for everyone eventually. It's not for everyone. And you guys should also know this, that studying in Canada is not an immigration pathway like what agents are selling to you guys. It's just a way to increase your point, which is just 30 points. There are other many ways you can increase your point if your main aim is to become a permanent resident in Canada. There are so many other alternatives. So just studying in Canada is not just the one way. People are being deceived that studying in Canada is like an immigration. If you check the definition of immigration, it means your immigration means coming in permanently to a country. So studying is not like you're coming permanently to Canada. It's just a way to increase your point. It's a headway to become a permanent resident. That if you are not even strategic enough, you might end up not becoming a permanent resident. So my point is, look for other ways that can help you to increase your comprehensive ranking score if your main goal is to become a permanent resident in Canada. I made a video about that in my YouTube channel. So if you want to see the various ways you can explore in order to become a permanent resident other than coming in as a student, please go and watch the video. Okay, thank you.